how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, KC. Butker now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Chiefs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Sending it downfield for Likely. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will cut the lead down to 4. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Here's 2nd and 9. On the carry is P-Rock. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Third and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Mahomes to throw it on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Say what you want about this group, Mike, but they certainly aren't scared. I mean, not only to go for it on 4th down, but the quarterback decides to throw that ball into double coverage and somehow still resulted in them being able to extend this drive.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they...
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Lamar going to work from the pistol. This throw right is taken in by Flower. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the tight end, likely. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
And he'll get in for the 2-point conversion. And now the deficit is just a field goal. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Hardman now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Piron. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. A gain there of 15. And the Chiefs have a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And the Ravens will take over at their own 15.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man, that's Flowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.